Hello, everyone, and how are all of you today? I have to admit, today I am so busy that I haven't even had a chance to go ahead and water our poor plants out here in the new garden area. And I'm gonna have to dash in and take care of them as quickly as I can. Oh no, especially because we have not yet grown any of these amazing new hybrids that we're trying out. And I wanted to hurry in and say hello to all of you. Because it's amazing. I think about this almost all through my day now, about wanting to step in to this little garden world that we've created together and just spend some time talking to you and sharing what I hope is a peaceful moment of, even on extremely busy days and busy moments like this, being able to take a deep breath in and a deep breath out and find our way to some sense of peace and happiness. And okay, maybe that's way too ambitious. Actually, when people say that sometimes, doesn't it feel a little overwhelming? It's like, okay, I took a couple deep breaths. Maybe I feel a little calmer. But like setting the bar as high as peace and happiness? That's a little intense, don't you think? So how about this? Let's just take a couple deep breaths and enjoy a few moments together, admiring the adorable flowers in their teensy tiny little tin can pots. I am just so in love with that. Honestly, I need to do something like this with our Sims 4 adventures because I'm pretty sure that somebody by now must have made some sort of adorable little plant pot that you can grow plants in that looks like little coffee tins or little cans of peaches. That's just so cute. Ah, and you know me. I love gathering inspiration from pretty much anywhere and everywhere in my whole life. I mean, to be honest, for me, I feel like that is the way to live. To try to look all around myself. And at least for me, this is not true for everyone, because not everyone has my mind, or obviously it's just me. But maybe I can share this with some of you. Just this joy of being able to look around constantly with eyes of wonder and imagination. I really think that being able to look at things with creativity and just kind of imagine how beautiful they are or admire them or a different future, or who knows, I mean, I say beautiful, but maybe these party animals, if you eat the seeds, you could kill over dead or maybe turn purple. I don't know. So maybe they're beautiful in just a very fascinating and deadly way. But I always feel like when I slow down and really just try to get excited about the things around me and pay attention to them, it just cannot help but start to nurture my curiosity. If I'm able to approach them with that deep breath in and deep breath out, sense where for just a few moments I can pause the whole world and I can just think about how beautiful everything is. No pressure, no thoughts about what I need to hurry and do, no thoughts about how these could be productive for me or anything like that. Just thoughts of the story they could tell or whatever about them delights me. Yeah, I think, honestly, I've gotten through most of the hard parts of my life through my imagination. Chip says that's one of the things he admires the most about me because he is the only one in the whole world who knows everything I've ever been through. And I'm always so grateful for when he says he's proud of me. When he's proud of me for still being cheerful and for still making an effort to try to go ahead and find the world to be a beautiful place. But I mean, I guess in a way, it's just not ever really occurred to me to pick a different answer. because because I mean, I love life. I want to love life, I should say. And if I'm going to be here, and I'm going to be, I mean, obviously, like I'm going to be here hopefully until I'm like 190. But if I'm going to be around, like exploring the world, then why not have the hope that the world is pretty and beautiful and fun to be part of, huh? Anyway, I'm rambling. There we go. Oh, I just love this. I just love how much fun it is. All right, well, let me go ahead and pull my rambles together because for all of my very sassy talk just then, about being able to take a deep breath in, a deep breath out, and not really feeling a lot of pressure. I wouldn't say I'm feeling pressure tonight, but I am definitely feeling ambitious. Oh, look at the puppy! Wow! All right, let's see. I think we'll go ahead and we'll leave it on that adorable puppy painting because that is ever so cute. But I am feeling a bit ambitious tonight because we do have a lot going on. So I hope you guys have been having a good time since last time we met here in the garden together. Oh, this is so cute. Oh my gosh, I love all of this. I've been quite busy. Chips and I have actually been going to the park to see a family of beavers and muskrats, which I cannot wait to tell you guys more about maybe in our Wolf Quest episodes because it seems very apt to go ahead and talk about beavers in those particular adventures. But seeing how happy he is when we go out like to the lake at night and watch like the muskrats pushing through the duckweed, which is the first time we've ever seen them. He discovered them just a few days ago, so you can say we're completely addicted and distracted by them. They're so tiny and cute with these thin little tails that they like to just bash at us because they get a little frustrated. And we try to hold still and not disturb them, but the muskrats definitely would appreciate if just perhaps we would just not be there. So we try not to bother them and only stay for a little while. But as a result, we've been very busy. I have to admit the siren's lure that will always pull me away from any of my plans and anything that like I said, yes, today I'm going to wake up and I'm going to record this series or that series, or I'm going to, I don't know, completely reorganize the entire house or do something else equally ambitious, is seeing him smile. That will always be the thing. Where if I know that if I do this thing, I'm going to be able to see the love of my life smile and happy and share an amazing, unique experience with them. Yeah. Then, sorry guys, but that's, I can't help it. It's just always going to win. And again, after the last few months and a lot of deep thinking, I think that's actually the right answer too. So, all that to say, that's why the plants haven't grown very much. Oh yay! And we just completed some sort of mystery step and got some achievements. And that's why I am really a little busy and feeling ambitious because in just a few moments here, I'm actually going to have to take a moment to step out of the garden and put the rice off of the stove and pull some more roasted vegetables out of the oven for a Buddha bowl that I made for dinner. And then while those cool, I will actually be finishing up our adventures here together so that I can get ready to rush off tonight and hopefully get a new warrior cat's ultimate clan generator. Like gone ahead and created, or let's see, it's Warrior Cats Clan Gen. There we go. There's so many adorable Warrior Cats fan games. I think I get them mixed up in names sometimes. The Clan Generator has such a passionate community, many of whom are actually our patrons and show so much enthusiasm in our Discord that it is just absolutely addictive. And that's something I've been meaning to do for a long time. It feels like a good kind of, you know what? That's the difference, isn't it? That's what I have been trying to explain. Because it seems like very contradictory to come in here and talk about going slow and breathing in and breathing out and feeling peaceful. And then the next second I'm telling you guys, oh, I've been so busy and I'm going to be even busier. But it's actually not a contradiction now that I think about it. Because it's just ambitious. That's different. Ambition feels different than feeling pressured and rushed and like you have to hurry to go through the motions and complete something. And oh, there's the rice. Oh, and there we go. All right, so now the rice is off the stovetop and going ahead and cooling. And soon the roasted vegetables will be coming out of the oven. And while they cool, yes, I actually do have a few very ambitious things that I am going to be doing. And let's go ahead and maybe set up some of the scientific vases and flasks that we have unlocked, along with a few more of these water plants up along the backdrop of this beautiful scientific sky. It really is one of my favorites. And we have indeed unlocked a few of the cubic jars and other things. And we should put some little water plants down here too. It's just really cute, isn't it? And we even have a little sandcastle. Oh, that's adorable. All right. Oh my goodness. And we do have the aquarium. I do love the aquarium. That's very cute too. But I think that my favorite is still going to always be this little bathtub. It's just too precious. We'll put down some water plants while I get ready to go pluck those roasted vegetables. And I'll try to explain to you guys my reasoning for why feeling pressured and rushed and feeling ambitious is a bit different. And honestly, it all comes down to how it makes you feel. I feel excited tonight. And I feel a little ambitious, yes, to go ahead and to do my best to bring some of the stories I really want to tell you guys to life. And it feels easier than it has in so very long because of being here in this space with all of you and remembering it's just one seed and one step at a time. And then we're really going to get somewhere special. All right, maybe not that one. Let's put down a couple more of these vases over here. I really love them. And then let's plant a bunch of the water plants so that next time we come together, we can go ahead and see what they look like. Most of them all by themselves, because so far we've grown them all in little hybridization tubs. And it would be really nice to see just what they look like on their own. Ah, darn, and we still have not unlocked any new ones. Well, that's all right. Let's get some shiny ferns, like tucked here and there. And tiny dancers. Oh, those just sound so beautiful. I could have sworn I had tiny dancers and princess hair. But let's go ahead and just get some of these all mixed together. There we go. And then the water suns. I do love those princess hairs. And I think the water suns are quite bright and beautiful. So we'll put down that and this one. See, this is what I mean. Yes, I can get really like fast-paced sometimes and it can feel really busy. And maybe one more. Let's get a tiny dancer on its own. Ah, yeah, we didn't have that one just yet. Whoops. And then I think we'll put in maybe a green lumen and a water sun right here because I don't think we have that one yet either. There. And I'll see if there's any appropriate places to go ahead and decorate with some of the laboratory items that we have already unlocked. Oh, whoa! Pardon? The luminous vase holder? What? Hello? It's like a miniature sign. Do we even have anything that, I mean, maybe this one? That could just, wow. I'm gonna need a little bit of time, and there's a little lazy Susan that you could go ahead and put down too to put some of the plants on. I'm gonna need a little bit of time to process that, wow. And then let's actually move that out, maybe make a little bit more room. Whoa. I wonder how many vases I could get in there. Because wouldn't it be fun if you could put like multiple together? Because that would be quite pretty. There we go. But let me collect my thoughts. Tonight, I don't feel rushed. I don't feel pressured. I don't feel overwhelmed. I feel excited. And that's how I knew that this sense of mild urgency kind of bouncing around in my chest and kind of rattling around and making me feel restless is actually a sign that I am excited. And not that I'm overwhelmed or scared or feel pressured. My goodness, and we're still missing some of the other hybridizations. Suppose I need to come in and I will try to water these guys really thoroughly and keep an eye on them. Do we even have new air plants? Any new air seeds? Night globes? I feel like, is the night globe new? No, night globe's not new. My goodness, we really need to put more effort into this. In order to go ahead and get them all unlocked, don't we? Ooh, but you know what? We could probably sneak amongst these water plants a few adorable air plants inside of their very own, let's move this over here, their very own seashells, which would look very good, I think. But that's how I knew it was excitement and not the pressure that sometimes has been haunting me or making it so that I felt like I couldn't create adventures and I couldn't record. It was the excitement. And I think sometimes I have gotten scared of feeling excited about being able to create again and tell you guys stories because I was scared of not being able to do it. And it hurts so much, to be honest, when you really, 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 really love something. And for some reason, you just can't make any progress. You just can't move forward on it. That's where I was stuck for several months. So every time I think I would feel this little buzz of excitement in my chest that does feel very much like nervousness or like, oh gosh, am I forgetting something? Did you know excitement and anxiety actually use some of the exact same neural patterns and pathways in your body? So it is not a personal failure if perhaps sometimes you get more anxious when like you feel those butterflies than excited. They're the exact same neural areas. It's how we interpret it that decides whether or not we feel overwhelmed or whether or not we feel that rush of pleasure with being excited. And I'm just so grateful that we've had this little space. Even if, like today, I know I've been quite distracted, and that's fine. There's a lot going on. In fact, I think I just heard Chips get the roasted vegetables out of the oven. He's so wonderful, you guys. He's just so wonderful. But, here is really where I started to be able to take some deep breaths and back up and not feel that overwhelm take over again. And that's because of this just slow, patient place and this constant and mildly unrelenting practice of just remembering, oh yes. It's just putting down the seeds. It's one little step at a time. Add the dirt, add the seeds, add the water, make sure everything is nice and happy and taken care of. Oh my goodness, should I have been watering the new seeds this whole time? That would explain a lot, wouldn't it? And it's a great metaphor. It just is, at the end of the day, a great metaphor that helps me keep going forward. And that's how I've been able to get this far lately. Is every time I felt that like buzz in my chest and I started to kind of panic a little bit because it's like, oh my gosh, am I gonna not be able to complete what I hope to do again? When I would just get excited about the idea of our stories. I just keep thinking of these flowers. I just keep thinking of talking to you guys here. And like, oh yeah, it's consistent seed, you could say. About just cultivating the environment, preparing it, and showing up and watering the seeds. And all of a sudden you have tons of beautiful gardens. And that's been working for me. And that's what's been changing that like rush of like, that your body can interpret as anxiety or as anticipation and like a sense of wanting to accomplish something, into something that I've been able to really like handle with a lot more grace than I ever have before. And I'm really happy about that. By thinking about it in terms of seeds, because then I get excited. One little seedy step at a time. All right, but I definitely rambled quite a bit longer than I meant to, and as I mentioned, I do have quite a bit I want to do, like some new warrior cat stories tonight, and not to mention the daily zoo crafting. And this particular day, I think I was definitely all over the place telling you guys about otters and beavers and who knows what else. But thank you for joining me. Next time, maybe I won't be quite feeling so rushed, and I'll be able to guide you guys through some of my thoughts with a little bit more elegance. But I'm still feeling hopeful. And it's just amazing. It's just amazing. So, alright, you guys have the gist of it now. So those are my plans, and as usual, I would love to know yours. Do you guys plan on doing anything? Are you realizing that there's something that you may have been interpreting as, oh no, I feel so anxious about this, that actually, if you can take a couple deep breaths and slow down and kind of just breathe through for a minute, do you think that your mind could help you reinterpret those signals as what you really want them to be? Is it really something that excites you? If it is, maybe just taking these few moments to take some deep breaths, to slow down. Could give you a chance as well to be able to see it in a new light and feel like, oh yeah, I could do this. I could do this. I think that's one of the things that's been hardest for me the last few months is the things that excite me, the things that bring me delight and joy. I felt too frozen to do. And that's because the excitement would start in my stomach, but everything in my life felt so overwhelming at the time that then it would just get locked up because my body and heart and mind would interpret it as, oh, I'm so anxious about not doing it right, about getting it wrong, about a million other things. And I just couldn't even take the first tiny steps to put the seeds down. But now I can. And here we are. And we're doing it. I am an exceptionally silly Seri. I probably made no sense even to myself, but you know what? I showed up and I tried. And isn't that part of doing this consistently? The consistency of trying. The consistency of watering those seeds. Even when sometimes you forget and then they die. But then you can plant new ones. But alright guys, I have been particularly rambly. Probably good to get out of my system before I try to tell a much more serious story with a bunch of wild cats in the forest. And I hope you guys, oh my good word, I forgot we put so many things in here. I was just having a good time. And I hope all of you have a wonderful day, and I'm very excited to hear what you might be able to transform as well. The thing you wanted to be excited about. That maybe breaking it down into the idea of seeds and steps and consistency and preparing environments one step at a time. You could win back for your heart again. And instead of feeling anxious, you can bask in the excitement instead. Goodness, and we still haven't even played with this camera yet. Alright, enough of my Seri rambles for now, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye!